I'm a Senior Director for Automotive and Transportation at Siemens Digital Industries Software. Well, it's very important to me for multiple reasons, one of which, from a selfish perspective, it's one of the few events that I can attend very close to home here in Detroit. It actually, from my perspective, is one of the few events in North America that is focused on the wire harness industry as a whole, and I think that's pretty unique. Obviously, there's a sister event in Europe that's been in existence for years, and I think that's a benchmark as far as bringing the supply base and the OEM community together. And I love to see that this event here has evolved over the last 4 years. This is my third time here. Participation continues to grow and grow, so I view that as demonstrating that the topics are very relevant. So I find it very informative and helpful. But again, the networking aspect is probably the key piece of it. Many of the companies here are sharing a lot of information, but they always hold a little bit back because they're amongst friendly competitors, as we all know. So the real meat of the discussions actually take place outside of the presentation room, and that's where I find the most value. There's no quick answer to that. I'd say that there's multiple challenges that are concurrently ongoing for all the wiring industry, whether you're a supplier or an OEM. There's geopolitical and trade barriers that are being risen every day. It's a risk to supply chains. People are trying to reevaluate their existing global manufacturing footprint because it is a very process and labor driven industry, so low cost footprints are very strategically important to what's relatively a low margin industry as well, so there's not a lot of area to play. But as a result, a lot of companies are very reluctant to invest in future technologies until they know there's guaranteed returns based on those investments. And as a result, the wire harness today is built pretty much the same way it was 75 years ago. But the rest of the automobile around it is rapidly evolving, faster than it ever has. So I would like to challenge the tier ones and the OEMs to work more collaboratively to leverage each other and bring this technology capability a bit more forward into today's technology needs and times. Again, I think the networking is the key piece, but to me it reinforces to me that from a Siemens DISW perspective, we have a very unique product offering that can help address many of the direct challenges that these companies are exposed to today, and it benefits, again, the tiers and the OEMs together. Our solutions span the gap. There's a very collaborative environment and different business models in the wire harness industry, so depending on each OEM strategy, the responsibility for design and development and implementation could reside with the supplier to a certain degree or with the OEM. And we're able to connect those communities and environments together through a continuous digital thread, digital utilization of the same data sets to ensure expediency, high quality product throughput for the first time, and optimized cost implementation.